There we go. I want to talk to you about a little side project we've been working on. At the last Botness, it came up that it's very difficult as a bot developer to understand the capabilities of all the channels, what they can do, what they can't do, what their limitations are, and that's been very painful for us too. We have sort of 12 or so channels that we work with. So we started this out by a giant OneNote table, which got completely out of hand and very difficult to use. And it's been a project we've been slowly building up over, say, the last 6 months, and it's still not complete. And then we decided, hey, well, why don't we put this into some kind of a web view, because it'd be easier to view than trying to look at this giant OneNote. And then we thought, hey, that's something we should share with the community because lots of people are having that same problem. So I kind of want to show you where we are right now, get some feedback, what you like, what you don't like. And also, one of the things we've talked about at Botness is how do we get new features from channels out to the bot developers? So I'd love to create a channel where when new features come out on Slack or Kik or whatever channel, we can update the community really quickly with those. So I'll just give you a brief preview here. So essentially we have two menus here. You can pick the channel and then you can pick the particular feature. And we've come up with kind of a generic set we think that covers most of the features that channels have, everything from how they display emojis, to how they do is typing, to how they do markdown. And then you just simply look and see this is what a hero card looks like when it renders on Skype, how long the text is allowed to be, has to have at least one image, limit of 3 buttons. So you can very quickly go through and see with each one of these channels what they look like. So we also try to come up with what's the best way to downgrade or best way to render a particular image on a channel that doesn't support all those capabilities. So for example, if we go over and we look at Facebook, and we look at carousels, of course we have the nice carousel images that you have on Facebook. But then if you switch over to another channel, like say Kik, we try to say, okay, well here's how you could render a carousel on Kik as a number of items in a row. So we kind of try to figure out what's the best way to render across those. And we also try to capture some really quirky things too, because we've had a lot of discussions on Stack Overflow where people are complaining about things not working, and we're like, and then we go and look at it and we find really strange things that aren't even in the documentation. So it turns out on Facebook, if you use a receipt card, if you put a 0 as a total, it'll reject the card. And those things just aren't documented. I think also another one we found recently on Kik was there's actually a limitation to the length of a message. You hit, I think it's 2,000 characters and it rejects it. So this is what we have so far. Trying to capture as much as we can. We're sure it's not up to date. We love to get feedback on how to update it. We're hoping to push this out somewhere public in the next 2 or 3 months. But hopefully this will be a resource that people can use and also help to, we're all trying to get kind of somewhat on the same line about what we call things, and also help us kind of compare and see where we can all improve. So, thank you.